My blissful, gorgeous self, degenerating level of consciousness crosses the boundaries of humanness. Then unknowingly you step down into the territory of demonism. Then unbelievable havocs happen through your own hands. Your own team, your own cult, your own country, your own government. The government makes such laws which pushes the citizens, the inhabitants of the country to go more down and down in level of consciousness, killing their conscience, their jamir, not to listen to their jamir, and become almost demon-like. So all these years, the whole world knew Taliban is an evil, female persecuting, violent, rapist, murderer, or genocide Muslim cult. In the name of Sharia and Jihad, it has become most notorious anti-female, anti-Hindu, anti-Christian, anti-Buddhist cult. Recently, it has captured many cities of Afghanistan and trying to establish its own nation. Remember, Afghanistan was known as Gandhar before, and those days it was a part of India, a Hindu country full of Hindus. Then it became Buddhist country, and then after them the Muslims attacked, and it has become a Muslim country. So now Taliban is taking over this land, Afghanistan. Now you know, and the whole world is refusing to recognize them to be a good guy, worthy to form a nation, but it is determined to form a nation. Even the Afghan people of the states are revolting, are fleeing the country. Still, China, where people eat hogs and cats and monkeys and donkeys and bats and rats and serpents and even eggs boiled in urine, that China is ready to support Taliban. Russia is also willing to do that, only to demean its arch enemy, America. Now, Boris Johnson of United Kingdom, the PM of England, is also saying to give Taliban clean chit to form a nation, to gain the status of a noble man. Taliban gangs with ISIS and Al-Qaeda are trying to show themselves in good shape so that they can convince all nations of the world and then take over the country and then extend the territory by hook or crook and then dominate the whole world and enslave them and enforce their own cult, their own belief, their own faith, which is far, far, far from the cosmic law and natural laws. So it is the same situation when Jesus and Muhammad, the ruthless killers, they tried their cult tried to become a noble man, and they succeeded. They have convinced that their cult is a religion. And now the whole world, even United Kingdom and the UNO have accepted the Muslims and Christianity, they are also religions. So what is the truth? The truth is Veda pranihito dharmo adharmas tadviparyaya. Whatever is enjoined, instructed and proclaimed, ordered by the Vedas is dharma, and whatever opposes it is adharma. The cream of the Vedas is presented in the form of Upanishads. Another time it was presented in the form of 18 Puranas, Ramayana and Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavad and Bhagavad Gita. This way, except the Veda following Hinduism, all faiths are cults. All belief systems, all religions are unrighteous, adharma. In 21st century, Buddhism, Jainism, Zarathustrism, that is Zoroastrianism, Taoism, partially propagates the Vedic wisdom, but Christianity and Islam are completely adharma, anti-religion, unrighteous in the eyes of the cosmic Virat. Only out of utter cowardliness, people and the universities and institutions and government under the guise of secularism, socialism, communism and democracy and fear of fight with the Muslims and Christians in the name of world peace, they keep on accepting these terrorist faiths as dharma, as religion, as righteousness. This serious blunder starts making humans as anti-humane. Then it degenerates by demonic actions and attitudes. Slovakia, Angola and Uruguay and Japan have wisely denied them, deleted them from the list of religion, calling them terroristic creeds. Small countries have shown bravery to accept the truth, but look at these huge nations as India, as United States of America and Russia and UK have no courage, no contribution to support the truth in the world. Today, Islam and Christianity are presented as religion by UNO and advanced nations. Then sooner or later Taliban, ISIS and Al-Qaeda like terrorist gangsters may also be given clean check by hook or crook under some compulsion. There are Muslims as Owaisi, Akhilesh, Rahul Gandhi in support of Talibani nations. If these are not finished by government for any reason, becomes responsible for surrendering to a criminal and driving all ladies and whole humanity at the mercy of gangs of butchers and rapists. Such crookedness of humanity eats up peace of the world. My dear friends, Hinduism says, Swamansam paramansena yo vardhaitumicchati nasti chudra tarastasmat sa nrishansutaro naraha. Those who grows his own body fat, eating the flesh of other innocent beings, is the lowest and mean person, unworthy of peace and inner happiness. So 99% of Muslims and Christians are meat, beef, hog eaters, knowing well that animal torture and halal kind of murdering creates bisload in the atmosphere which causes global warming. Now in the name of development, good governments and Modi like good persons have made laws involves cow slaughter, fish marketing. They have styled laws in such a way that farmers are dying. Farmers are leaving their ancestral occupation of farming and moving to cities. Due to global warming, natural catastrophes are rampant. Flood, earthquakes, drought, disease, insects are destroying the harvest. Soon holy cows would disappear. Then rice and wheat and gall will disappear. Population of world will increase to 9 billions. Then television and internet and the newspapers will start singing the glories of how great vitamins and proteins are rich in eating worms and insects and serpents and eating the eyes of pigs and dog meats and frogs and bats. Soon privacy will be no more. Fruits and vegetables will vanish away. Huge population will be diabetic and cancer patients, therefore sugar will disappear. Artificial sweeteners will take its place, my dear friends. So, this is the future if you don't watch your steps. And it is not the first time when you deny the history, when you are ignorant of the history repeats itself. This situation took place 5,000 years ago. So, from last discourse, we have been telling you, Kansa ran down to kill his own sister right at the time of wedding. And then somehow Vasudevji consoled him and bargained him. And then later, when the child was born, Kansa ran down fast to kill the baby. And then he jumped to kill kill fast. So wait a moment. Narada demanded, "Tell me quickly, I am in a hurry," he said, breathing fast. So Narada wrote 8 zeros and asked, "What's it?" "Nothing," he said. Then Narada added 1 and asked, "What's it now?" "It is 1 trillion now," Kansa replied. Same way, when you do not know yourself, all your accomplishments and creations equal to zeros, nothingness. With the knowledge of your true identity, it turns into trillions and zillions, okay? Now, do you know who are you? And Kansa said, "I am Kansa." He replied, "Shame on you, on your ignorance." Narada reproached him for his little knowledge. And he said, "You are the ancient hero, great demon called Nemi. Hasn't this lurking identity popped out thousands of times from your own unconscious within?" And Kansa was aghast. Yes, Holy Sire, you are right. But I always doubted it. I ignored it. Kansa agreed. That's what you are. In order to fulfill your ambition, you are born again. But you are always that. But the city you are in is populated by Yadavas. The Yadavas are very righteous people. Is that so? Kansa's eyes enlarged in wonder. Yes, it is. Upon your success, Brahmaji and God crowded. They assembled together and went upstairs to complain. So that blue sky dweller, that tricky fellow, guided them to be born all over in Mathura to help him when he is born from Devaki. All these Yadava knights are gods. Gods means inhabitants of Swargalok, that is planet Swa, above pole star. If you travel with the fastest airplane, then with the speed of light, then it will take 40,000 years to reach there. So there is a heaven. And the very superfine people, celestial bodied people live there. And each three individual have one airplane to them, will driven airplane. That is how it is described. Not only Vasudeva Devaki, but even your father, Ugrasen, and thousands of others. They all are angelic beings from other planets. It is with the knowledge of this secret that you are going to be trillionaire. Narad informed and bade goodbye and left. Kansa ran down to Vasudeva's palace. He snatched the baby from the hands of Devaki Devi, who was happy upon his safe return. Then he dashed him on a nearby rock. The baby died. Blood scattered all over. Vasudeva's followers rebelled. Fearful fight started. Thousands of Yadavas died. Vasudeva and Devaki were arrested and placed in the royal prison. The news spread. King Ugrasen commanded his son in the royal assembly to watch his steps and release the couple. Kansa refused. A dreadful battle ensued in the royal court. 10,000 Yadavas were dead. Kansa ordered for the arrest of his father. No one dared. He himself went and handcuffed him and threw him in the prison cell. Swayam Nigriya Bubhuje Shurasenan Mahabalaha. Then he occupied the throne and all powers began to enjoy the royal pleasures of emperorhood. He called for an emergency meeting of all his friends, Manasur, Bhaumasur, Pralambasur, Jarasandha and Bakasur and Trinavarta and Agasur and Putana, all these friends with other hundreds of superpower ogres and ogresses. He conspired to eliminate the race of the Yadavas along with other godly beings. Working out the master plan, large scale of genocide began. It was far more dangerous than what Chinese are doing to the Tibetans, Muslims doing to Kashmiri Pandits. They have been doing it, is already done. So Iraqians did to Kurds and Bosnians to the Muslims, Hitler's to the Jews, and what Islam did to the Jews and every other races since 1400.